Hi everyone! No clue if anyone's gonna join if you're watching the replay, and that's totally okay, because it's late. I'm not gonna lie, it's late. But if you read my description, the Celtics, and I'm from Boston, so I'm very happy, just won the NBA championship for the first time, basically since I've been alive, since I remember. I mean, I was alive when they won in 2008, but I was like a couple months old, so I don't remember that. But I'm up. I don't leave my craft room until about like 1 in the morning Eastern time. So I was like, why don't I go live and do a little bit of coloring? There's not going to be a completed card here, but I have this flower stamp that I've been wanting to color. It's Whimsy Stamp Bee's Knees, and it looks fun, so let's color it. Crystal Kamara had given this stamp set to me, so if she ends up seeing this at all, thank you, Crystal. Might also help if I get out my Misty so I can actually stamp it to cover it. Also have not gone live in a few months, so yeah. I'm also on summer vacation at this point, so don't worry about me being up this late on a Monday night. It's Monday, right? I've already lost track of time, and it's been less than 3 days that I've been on vacation, so oops. We're just gonna go in with some Memento. No clue what color this is. Tuxedo Black. Okay, that was gonna be my guess, but I was like, is that just on the pigment one? And if you're watching the replay, or if you're just watching right now, but I don't think anyone is, that it's a-okay, don't expect a finished card. We're not getting a finished card here. This is literally just going to be a little bit of coloring. Okay. And that's good enough. Okay, I want to go in with some reds, so I'm going to do a 4-color combo. And I'm going to go in with R39, if it focused, 37, 35, and 32. This one has been through war. When I was refilling it, it kind of made a mess, and that's okay. So I'm gonna go in on we're just gonna do all petals at once with the 32 first. I typically go petal by petal, but we're gonna go petal by petal. I lied, we're gonna go petal by petal. So now the R35. And now we'll go with the R37. And now lastly, the R39. And now we work backwards, but we don't do the R39 again. Now we just go to the R37. And then R35. Is it? Yes. I was like, wait, is that right? And then lastly, we go back to the R32. I'm probably not going to keep saying the colors just because that's going to get really repetitive really quickly. So if you need to see the colors again, just go back to where I did say them. So we're going lightest to darkest, and then second darkest to lightest. And then I like just at the end to go over it in the second lightest color, or the darkest, however you want to say it, so the R35. I like to go back over everything in the R35 just because I find it helps blend out anything that didn't get super well blended. And then I just go in at the very, very end with the lightest color one more time. And there you go. There's our flower. Petal, one petal. A singular flower petal. Actually, I lied. One more time with the R35, and I'm actually going to go down to the end too. There we go. Okay. Now we're just going to do that over and over and over and over again. Got R35. There I go with the colors again. Just gonna keep doing this. Ooh, this one might need a re-inking soon. It's funny, R37 and R39, which I'm both kind of ironically using right now, they're the only two I have re-inkers for, because they're like the two that I think, well, they must be, that I use the most, or were the least full when I got them. It's really whichever one. And I don't know if it was least full or most used, because I use the R39 a lot, but not necessarily the R37 a lot, so who knows. Now that R35, oh my gosh, Brennan, stop saying colors. I almost just picked up the wrong color, and I do that so often. And I have to try to hide the mistake, and then it's just a whole mess. Where you put down the wrong color in the wrong spot, and it's like, no. Now, back to the start. I'll also keep periodically checking the comments because realistically, no one's gonna comment, and that's a-okay because it's late. And I'm not. If you're watching the replay, and I'm gonna probably say this a bunch of times too, completely understand if no one's here. Do it on this one. I'm gonna cover up all the R32 because it's a small petal. It's fine. It's fine. I can hold it like that and maybe wait for the colors. I just don't want to keep repeating them. R35. Did I just like change it up, say the numbers in Spanish? No. At least it would sound different at that point. 35. Okay, now more petals. That's the wrong color. I did it! I jinxed myself by mentioning it earlier. It's fine though, because it's the lightest one, so it's gonna be under there anyways. Or it's the second lightest, so it's not a big issue. It could be worse. Could be worse, Brennan. See, because this color goes down to like there, so it's fine. Everything is just fine, fine, fine. Cause I got one marker in my hand. And for writing, I don't know what I'm trying to make up lyrics to me. I can entertain myself. Oh, no, still need to do that pedal. And now R39. I cover it up with a white gel pen afterwards. That's the beauty of crafting. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like all right there, right here, along here, 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 here. That's a lot of mistakes. But that will either be covered up with, or pushed out of the way with a Copic colorless blender, or I just go over it with the white gel pen. Most mistakes in crafting aren't permanent. You can typically fix it. Typically. Sometimes there's stuff you just put in the trash, it's gone. But sometimes, and majority of the time I find, most crafting mistakes can be fixed. Put an asterisk next to that. Don't quote me on that. Like, yeah, I feel like most mistakes I make, crafting-wise, can be fixed. I'm gonna, like, jinx myself now, because I already jinxed myself with using the wrong color. And it's gonna end horribly, terribly. The whole world's gonna end. I'm gonna, like, put on my heat gun. It's gonna explode. I need to stop saying this stuff. I already jinxed myself during this stream. Okay. That was the R32. R35. Look at me following light theory, because that pedal overlaps, so it would be darker there. Is light theory or I don't know. I left way too much. It's fine. R30s 7. I was saying the number without looking at it, so that's why I screwed it up. Now the R35. Okay, one flower down, and it only took 15 minutes. That's not bad. So at that rate, this will be done by 5 a.m. tomorrow. Actually, it might be after midnight. I don't know the time. No, almost midnight. Okay. I'm not, okay. See, I could be all professional. I could do this where it's darker right here, darker right here. Not happening. We're acting like this is one. That's the wrong color again. I'm jinxing myself. We're just gonna do it the wrong color. And since it's smaller areas, it will be darker. I'm trying to convince myself. It's fine. I am gonna do it correctly because I already messed up, so maybe that was a sign to do it correctly. Okay, now R35. So yeah, this one we're not doing the R32 because the only reason why. Also did not put the R39 on the top of that right here, but it's fine. Everything is just fine, fine, fine. How many times will Brennan sing Alanis Morissette tonight? Hi, Shannon. Sorry, I just saw that. Hello. I think first comment of the night, so. Yes, I love Alanis too. I'm seeing her sometime in July in Massachusetts. Honestly, do not know the date off the top of my head. But it's my third time seeing her in 3 years. So I saw her last year at a music festival in Boston called Boston Calling. And you couldn't hear her that well. Oh my gosh, I did the wrong color again. Okay, Brennan, you need to pay attention to your coloring. But, so, I saw her, yeah, last year at Boston Calling, and then the previous year in 2022, the previous year to last year, so 2 years ago, I saw her in upstate New York, and Bethel, I think is the town was called. The Boondocks. Literally nothing up there. But, yeah, so it's my third time seeing her, and I'm super excited for that. Totally wasn't thinking about this, but I could have done this in like a different color. That would have been cool. Yeah, I'm really, really excited for it. I'm also excited, super excited, even more for it because I was looking. This is the, and I'll go back to my Atlanta story. The Bee's Knees from Whimsy Stamps. No clue if it's still available or not. A crafty friend of mine, Crystal Kamara, gave it to me when I was at an expo, and we ran into her. So, no idea if it's still available, and I apologize if it isn't. I didn't check beforehand. But yeah. Back to Alanis. I'm really excited because I was looking at her set list, and we're going to use the right color, the R32 this time. And this will be the past 2 times it was the same set list, but this time the set list is different, and there's some songs, new songs, well, not new, but like new songs to the recent set lists is the best way to put it on there. So I'm super excited for that. She did cut my favorite song, Forgiven, or make it like a lot shorter. So it's okay. It's okay. She's forgiven. Let's see what I'll stop with my Alanis puns. Okay. We're here for coloring, not comedy. For very, very bad comedy. Where were we? Okay, I think our 35 is next. Yeah, what with that? I was looking at the comments again. I was just making sure I didn't miss anything more. I was like, wait, what marker are we using? Now the R32. So So yeah, if you just joined, I should not put that color there. I'm using the R30s, so R39 through R32. Currently, this flower. Or if you're watching the replay and like skipped ahead for some reason and missed the colors. No. Oh. Picking up all the wrong markers. I was like, is that a petal? Yeah, it is. So I have a little cousin, and his name is Aiden, and he watches my videos, but me with my lives because he's how old is he? Oh gosh, wait, I know how old he is. I think he's 7 and he turns 8 this year. I think. Or maybe yeah, we'll go with he's 7. So he goes to bed at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So whenever I see him, he's like, Brennan, go live earlier in the day because he wants to watch me live. But typically when I used to go live more often, and I used to go live every Friday night. Sometimes I didn't, but that was my schedule. I do go live every Friday night and then have a video the next day. But filming a video and going live on a Friday night after a week at school. So now my video is Sunday morning. Or well, my video was Saturday morning. So now it's Sunday morning. Just haven't started redoing the lives. So maybe I will start doing lives again more regularly. And maybe, just maybe, I'll do like one on a weekend afternoon so he'll watch. Because he gets very disappointed when he can't live comment. Don't ask me why I did this petal and just didn't start doing the other ones. Hello! Actually, should not have put that down because I still need to use it over here. Dude, that one's small. That one's just getting covered in all R35. Yeah, that one will too. Okay, question. When you color, do you actually take into account light source? I do a little bit. So like right here I kind of am because I know the light will be shining from the side, maybe. But I really don't care. Like, this is not... Oh, did not do that other flower. Or the petal. This is... We're not Pablo Picasso over here. We're not Monet. So I feel like it doesn't matter. We're not creating, like... I mean, we're creating artwork, no doubt. But, like, this isn't going to be analyzed. Well, actually, it might be. Who knows? Maybe Brennan's Crafty Corner Museum. No, I'm joking. But, I don't think it matters. I think it's the card. I think it's the card itself that matters, not the techniques used on the card. Okay, this one. Now I'm looking at this like, what's a leaf and what's a bud? Or what's the... Oh, sorry, I just saw this. These are Copic markers. So I'm using for Copics R39, R37, R35, and R32. Those are the colors I'm using. I'm gonna say that these 3 are the flower, and then the ones in the back are leaves, and then the rest are all leaves. Those 2 could be a part of it, the bud, but like, I feel like they're not, and I don't know. But it also doesn't matter if they are or not. I'm just still gonna do them green. Yeah. I'm just gonna do this all together. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like These are like closed in together. And then I feel like this one's just too far off to the side and this one's too far up. But like I said, it really does not matter at all. That's the wrong one. Now the R37, that's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, I'm still kind of debating it in my head, to be honest. I don't know. Do I, for fun, I'm gonna go on my computer and look it up on Whimsy Stamps to see what they have it colored as. So I have my laptop right here. Whimsy Stamps, okay. What's this called? I should know this. Bee's Knees. Bee's Knees. Okay, it's retired. I need to put this down. That could have been much worse. Could have been much, much worse. It's fine. Okay, let's do that again. Bee's Knees Stamp Whimsy Stamps. Just straight into Google. Okay. 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 No results. Like, there's a result on eBay, but, like, eBay doesn't have the Am I in shopping? Oh, I need to go to images. Oops, my fault. Okay, it seems like the overwhelming consensus is that those back ones are petals. So these two. But it also appears... Exactly. Are you really crafting if you don't have all your ink pads collapse? Which has happened to me because... To look very quickly. This is an ink pad stand with a ruler taped to it and more Catherine Pooler ink pads on top. Yes, that is how I support my... But sometimes I put more Catherine Pooler ink pads on the top. Especially when I had my old phone, which was heavier. And that fell a lot. Okay, wait. Hold on. I have the actual thing by Whimsy on Etsy. So I'm going to hold it. The back ones are a part of the petal. And they colored this one as part of the petal. I don't agree with that. I mean, it doesn't matter, but no. I'm not, just no. Straight up no. I to the no, no, no. So backing with the R37, going over that R39. I'm doing it my way. Alexa, play Frank Sinatra My Way. Is that the name of that song? I know there's a song where he's like, no, did it my way. But is that the actual name of the song or is that just lyrics? Who knows? Who cares? And then there's going to be someone in here who's like a Frank Sinatra diehard. And they'll correct me. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me yet. Okay, fine. I'll do the back ones. I will do the back ones as part of the petal. Or as a petal, not a part of the petal. Bam, that one's really easy. And this one we'll just do like 2 or 3 colors. We'll do 3 because 2 is too little, in my opinion. But this one, no. That one is not a part of the petal. I don't care how much Whimsy Stamps tries to convince me. I don't care if I get like a text from Crystal Kamara, like that's a part of the petal, what are you doing? I don't care if Jennifer McGuire herself messages me. I'm acting like she doesn't, I mean, she does know, she does follow me, but like, she doesn't really know who I am. Yeah. But I'm doing, that one's not a part of the pedal and you can't convince me anyway. I'm just gonna stop. I'm going on rants. Next up, lizard people, no. Okay, now I need to pick for leaves, but we're gonna be responsible. No, stop. I mean, it could be, but like, no. It's just, it's not, no. Shh. We're gonna be responsible. We're gonna put our markers away now, so we don't end up with 35 different colors on our desk later. Because when I don't put them away, that's what happens. It becomes a rainbow of markers on my desk. Now, let's consult the all-important Sandy Allnock hex chart for leaves. However, there's a caveat here, because some of these are still in my backpack from like the last 2 days of school, because I brought stuff to color because I was not sitting there bored out of my mind. School year is technically not over, but finals happened, and I'm not going anymore, and none of my friends are either. And yeah. So I don't think oh wait, I do have YG67. That's a good choice. Do I have G07? I got G07. Do I have YG45? Yes, I do. And, okay, yep, almost dropped one on the floor. That would have been fun. We're just gonna do 3. Oh, the pedals are kind of large. Maybe we should, we're just gonna do 3. It gets even worse with light stuff with pedals for me, because I don't follow the lines. The artist-drawn lines, what are those? I ignore them. So, sorry, artists. Thank you for drawing. Well, I mean, I kind of do. Sometimes I do kind of follow along. I do it like this. That's like what you're gonna get out of me. Is that right? Is that wrong? I don't think you can be right or wrong. Do it whatever makes you happy, and that's the right way for you. I'm like just preaching philosophy over here. Look at me. I'm the next, trying to think of like a famous philosopher, but I can't. Oops. I had a friend that had a Cricut, but beyond that, not really. I've tried to, but they don't really want to be into it, and that's totally fine. Like, they still watch my stuff, because I force them against their will. No, I'm joking. They still, like, watch everything, watch my videos, like my Instagram posts, so they're, like, supportive of it. They just don't craft themselves, and that's totally fine. I'm just going with YG. Yeah. To the stems, I could not think of. Okay. Leaves. Just like going through my markers. Which one's right again? It's also, like most of the country, going to be in the 90s this week, and you would not catch me dead in those in my very, very old brick school. Not happening. Like, we have AC now, but it's in window units that do literally nothing for the heat for the classrooms. So, yeah, before we had the ACs. Like, these ACs are new. It happened last year. We got them halfway through last year. My school got ACs, and my district got ACs. But before that, at my old school, which was also a very, even I think, older brick building, it would just get so hot. Like, it would. Yeah, no. Your alcohol marker coloring can take a while. It's really fun, I promise. But I remember in like what grade was it? It was like I want to say 6th grade. I was taking a science quiz, and this was winter and the heat was on, but it would be fully like 85 degrees in that building with the heat on, but it would be like 20 degrees outside, and it was snowing, so I know it was really cold. It wasn't snowing hard, but we had to open the window during this little like flurries outside, and snow was like getting on my computer screen. So yeah, that's a vivid memory I have from how stupid our buildings are and how good. I mean, the heat. I will say, it's never going to be cold in a building in my district. That's never going to happen. It will take hell freezing over for it to be cold in there, and even then, might still be a little warm. Okay, all of our leaves are done. Yeah, I live in Boston, so 90s and into the hundreds, which it will probably be this week. I mean, we get into the 90s pretty much every summer. Hundreds, no, that does not happen that often. Feels like hundreds sometimes, but not into the triple digits often. But anyways, if you're watching the replay, darkest color, or actually now if you're wondering what the colors were, darkest color is YG67, mid-tone is G07, and these are not in focus, I apologize. And the lightest is YG45, excuse me. Let me try to get these in focus. There we kind of go. That's as good as it's gonna get. So we're just gonna stick with that. Yeah. Just put it back as well, because deal with it now, not later. I should live by that philosophy more. I don't live near where I do live in the city, so a lot of people from Massachusetts, they'll say, oh, I'm from Boston. Oh, where do you live in Boston? Worcester. Great Barrington, Massachusetts. They they say that they live in Boston, but they live like 5 hours away in the state, because Boston's really the only people not from the state will know. I don't want to say no, because I don't live near where the Great Molasses Flood happened, but I've never smelt it. But I'm not saying it's not real. And honestly, you know what? Probably you can, because I feel like there's definitely still probably a ton of sugar in the ground. This is okay. Back to this real quick. This is like the one time I am gonna follow the artist lines. Yeah, Fresno, California. Because it just makes sense to do where they put the little dots. So we are gonna follow that. So I am using, I should have said this before, I apologized, E27, E25, and E23. If one of these is dry, I might scream, because I've been running into quite a few dry Copic markers recently. And not because they have cracks or anything, I think it's just from me not using them like certain colors that often. I can't tell you the last time I used these 3 colors, so at least I'm using them now. And G, Y, E, so we are done with these flowers, and I'm gonna call it a night. So to everyone on here, if you have any last minute questions, put them in the chat now. Yeah, that's it, and thank you so much for watching. And if you wanna, I'm just gonna say this, if you wanna see what else Crystal gave me, because this was one of the things she gave me from these stamps, go watch my video from StamperCon in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's a small expo, but it was a fun expo. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you want to see the rest of what she gave me and my haul from there, and a couple of the booths, go do that. So I think it's like, come with me to StamperCon or in Springfield, something like that. It's like my video from last week, I want to say. It's a couple videos down my thing if you go to my videos. Taking the stamp out of my Misty now. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your night. Bye, everyone. Oop, I hit cancel, not end. Oopsies.